Broncos head coach Sean Payton had more to say. He had media availability after going at it with Russ. Let's go ahead and take a listen to what he had to say.
I did. Look, and the euphoria, the way that game unfolded, that was strictly about Dart. I mean, and I that was in no way, shape, or form anything that was directed at Russ. So, and I might be able to see how he might perceive that, but coming off that win and watching how he played,
liar!
That wasn't any intention at all.
Is Sean Payton full of
crap?
He's full of crap.
Here's what I hate, bro. Don't throw rocks and hide your hands, Sean Payton. If you finna throw a rock, just leave your hand out there because we already know you threw it. Don't come out here and say that in no way, shape, or form was ill-intended or meant to disparage Russell Wilson. Obviously it was. And the thing that kills me about this whole thing, T, is like Russell Wilson's biggest crime is being too nice. It's his biggest crime.
Yep.
His biggest sin that he's committed in the National Football League is just being too nice. And sometimes being too nice is unrelatable, so you could suggest that's his crime as well, but it's being too nice. Sean Payton robbed Russell Wilson of another 30-touchdown season. That's a gigantic mark for a quarterback. Sean Payton is the same as Russell Wilson. They both got one Super Bowl, but Russell Wilson also got 10 Pro Bowls. You know what I mean? Like, Russ and I had a conversation earlier today. I'll keep it off the record per his request. But I will simply suggest that, like, Russell Wilson is rightfully hurt by these remarks. And he's hurt by these remarks because Russ didn't do nothing to Sean Payton. So why are you bad-mouthing him? Why are you lying on his name? And even what I've heard through the grapevine, when Russ was a free agent testing the quarterback market, not a free agent, excuse me, when the Broncos were moving on from Russell Wilson, and maybe he was a free agent, correct me if I'm wrong, Sean Payton was disparaging him to coaches. It's only 31 coaches around the league. They're going to ask Sean Payton, hey, why'd you move on from Russ? And Sean Payton going to undermine him. So if you're Russell Wilson and you ain't done nothing wrong, and here goes Sean Payton throwing dirt and throwing salt, come on, bro. Don't hide your hands, bro. That's childish to me. Don't hide your hands.
This is a touchy subject. Let me go back real quick. I should have thrown Jackson Smith and Jigba. The way he playing, I can't leave him out of there. The way he playing this year. But now, this topic. Bruh, Sean Payton, he thought Russell Wilson was sweet.
Yeah.
What I mean by that is he thought Russell was softer than baby shit. So he felt like he could say whatever, and Russ is not, he ain't gonna say anything back. He thought Russ was gonna take that comment because he's taking, again, I don't know Russell Wilson, but what you said is absolutely correct. Because he's so nice, people think he's sweet. So when he made that comment, he thought Russ was just gonna take that comment and just, okay, I'm gonna wear that one and I'm not gonna say anything. So then when Russell Wilson replied, it shocked Sean Payton. So now he has to come out and say, oh, I wasn't talking about Russell. Yes, you were. It's okay to say you don't like him. I don't know why you don't like him because you didn't give him the contract.
Yeah.
He was in Denver before you.
Yeah.
You benched him. You moved on.
Yeah.
It is what it is. And if you are going to talk about him to other coaches privately, that's what you want to do. But to take a shot at the man, oh, we wish we could have gone again. Like, why would you do that? That's just not cool. But when they think you sweet, they do these type of things. And they taking out Russell's kindness for weakness. That's what they doing. Now that he fired back, I'm interested to see moving forward.
He ain't going to try him again.
Because of that.
Yeah, he ain't gonna try him
anybody
again.
else moving forward. Like, I feel bad for Russell Wilson. And again, I don't know him. But just the comments that people make about him is because he's such a nice guy. You say, ain't nobody this nice, man. He got to be fake. He a $3 bill. and that's because we're not used to people being as genuinely nice as he seems to be.
Correct. And here's what I love. What you said is, I don't think Sean Payton going to try him again because Sean Payton didn't realize the backlash he was going to get. Like, Russell Wilson's tweet got 25 million views. 25, it's 300 Americans in the country. 25 million is, y'all do the math at home. It's like about 10%.
Hey, and you know his people, and you got to reply to that. You can't just let him get
correct.
And he probably was like, nah, I'm going to turn the other cheek. And you know he probably didn't want to do it, but he was, man's enough.
Enough is enough.
Yeah.
And I'm for one glad Russ is fed up because Russ had to make an example out of one. He chose to make an example out of Sean Payton. Stop trying me. Because at the end of the day, here's what frustrates me most. And maybe I see myself in Russell Wilson. People call Russell Wilson corny. Acho, you corny out, but people don't really know me and people don't really know Russ. Is Russ has done better than you at everything. Whoever you are, Russ has done better than you at everything. Russ is more likely a better husband than you. He's more likely a better father than you. Russell Wilson has bagged a more desired wife than you. Russell Wilson has more money than you. Russell Wilson is better at his job than you are at your job. Russell Wilson is a Hall of Famer at his career. So if you hating on Russ, just make sure you know, whoever you are, hi, I'm you, Russell Wilson is probably better at life than you. And yet, he always takes the high road.
Hit him with the Richard Sherman.
But if you really think about it.
You're not talking specifically Sean Payton.
No,
you're just talking in general.
Just the hate on Russ in general. The hate on Russ is forced. The hate on Russ is definitely forced. I hate this dude. Why? Because he's very positive about his outlook on work. He's very positive about his wife, his relationship with God. Like, what are we actually hating on?
Could it be?
I understand his play, but like,
could it be that when you look at his teammates that have played with him, specifically the ones in Seattle, they didn't seem to care for him. And so when the majority, not all, didn't defend him with certain things, did it make it easy to kind of, we're going to jump on Russ now?
Of course. And here's what let me elaborate on your point. I had a call about Russell Wilson on the way to the studio. I can't share who with. It was a teammate of Russ's. But I think Russ's teammates didn't seem to care for him because Russ didn't know how to care for them. Okay. If I'm being real. Like, that makes sense. It's cool, Russ, to invite your teammates to church. But respectfully, you got to go to the club with them too. You feel me? Like, T, when I was at Texas with some dogs, like some real dogs. We had a dude, again, I can't say his name. He drove a car into an apartment building because he was drunk.
Oh, I know you.
He pushed it out of the apartment building and nobody ever found out. Like, I was at Texas with some savages back then. Yeah. I was finna invite him to church the next day, but I was going to go out with him on 6th Street. I wasn't going to drink. I'm not going to get lit. But I'm going to be present where y'all are, and I'm going to ask y'all to be present where I am. I'm not going to act like I'm better than y'all. I'm not going to act like I'm worse than y'all. I'm going to be present. Now, I might not do exactly what y'all doing, but I'm going to show y'all I care for y'all by being in the spaces y'all are at. And then when I ask y'all to show up in the spaces that I'm at, you're like, well, you know what? Acho came with me to Speakeasy last night, so I'm gonna show up with him to this place, to Greater Mount Zion, if you will. You know what I mean? Like that. But I don't know if Russ maybe he knows how to do that. I don't know that Russ has chosen to do that over the course of his career.
That's a must, and it's crazy that you bring this up because when I train guys for the combine, once I get to know them, we start having real life discussions. And I train one guy. I'm not gonna say his name. He had never really been out before, no drinks, none of that. So he gets drafted, and his mom says to me, what do you think? And I'm standing behind her, so she looks over her shoulder. Yeah. What do you think he's going to have to do to make this transition easy? I said, he's going to really have to, like, get out with the boys and go out with them. Because, I know that's not something he's going to do.
Yeah.
And I told him this, and when he did it, he was like, oh, it's not that bad.
No.
And because if you don't, they gonna look at you differently. They damn sure gonna talk about you.
Yeah.
But when you balling, everything cool. As soon as you stop balling, he don't even mess with us like that. We can't even get him to go out to eat with us.
And so why would we mess with him?
Exactly.
Yeah. And then I think the other part about it is insert Sierra into the equation, and now Russell Wilson got to move different. He got to act different. He got to hit red carpets different. He got to show up to places different. And so I think Russ has become a very easy target. But I also think that's why I'm glad he spoke. Because when you don't speak, people will speak on your behalf. And now you got people lying on your behalf, and now you got people speaking for you.
Now, you got to go to dinner. The club, if you don't want to go to the club with guys, I'm cool with that. But we damn sure got to go eat as teammates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The club, something that just may not be certain people's speed, but we damn sure got to go eat dinner. Couple times a year.
I would say I'm confused from a fan's perspective because wasn't he the same like quarterback that was inviting them out to retreats, like his teammates, his wide receivers? He bring them to his crib and was like doing all these extra stuff.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah,
okay. That's different.
That's different than like oriented. It's outside of the game.
It's outside of the game. He wasn't.
Remember really also, like if I'm a dude who is into some stuff that you're not into, if I invite you to do it, that can be weird.
Yeah.
I forget who it was. It might have been so many people we can't say their names. But James Jones said he had a teammate invite him to a getaway. Like every now and then a receiver would have to plan a specific activity. One time it'd be Jordy, one time it's D Drive, one time it's Greg Jennings, James, Randall Cobb, etc. Can't tell you what receiver, but one receiver planned that like the activity was going to be to like go to Napa Valley and like drink wine and taste test wine and like smell the roses. And James was like, bruh, I grew up homeless, bruh. I ain't into all this Napa Valley wine tasting stuff.
Yeah.
So though that receiver's intentions were great, that's not necessarily the bonding we're looking for.
Yeah, you got to be able to meet someone in the middle.
You asking James to do something that they don't really get down with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah,
Like,
I hear you.
I'm not a drinker. I would go out. I was a designated driver. They be like, "You going out?" I'd be like, "Nah, I ain't going. Come on, soft ass boy, let's go. Come on, I'm about to get wasted. I need you to." And so then I started being a designated driver.
Yeah.
For a lot of guys, my first couple years in the league, because I'm not drinking. We gotta get practice. We gotta go to practice.
Yeah.
You know how it is. They get up, they drunk, they go sit in that sauna steam room for about an hour.
Yeah.
They
Sweat
ready to
it
go.
out. Yeah. They're ready
But
to go.
you know the crazy thing is, bro, you can put yourself in positions without crossing your line. Bro, I almost got whooped. True story. I almost got whooped by Lamar Jackson in downtown not Lamar Jackson, by Lamar Houston, teammate of mine in college, on 6th Street because I wasn't drinking. Lamar handed me a drink. I said, "Nah, I'm good, bro." He said, "Drink," and started cussing me out. I said, "I'm good, I'm good." Now, Lamar was obviously drunk at the time. Drink it, da-da-da-da. I'm like, "Bro, I'm good." I had to lead a club.
Dude,
because he's 6'4", 315,
Them
and he's
dudes-
going to put them paws on me.
When they drunk like that, they be trying to force you to
Bruh,
drink. They
and
do that
he
all
was
the
about to-
time.
bruh, he was about to put them paws on me.
I ain't drink before. I got offered money to go drink with my homeboys, to smoke with them. To
Bruh,
like
but
they
here's
were
the
like,
thing.
"Bro, you don't really mess with us because you're not trying to." I'm
They
like,
really
"Bro,
respect you
I
though
just
when
don't
you
drink
hold
like that."
firm.
And I
They
say all that to
respect
say,
that.
I was still there though.
Yeah.
You feel me?
They respect it.
I was still out. I was
Yeah.
still there. I don't know that Russ has ever been in those situations.
Yeah.
And I think that's a large part of the reason that people try and
Oh, he's not doing it now,
might
though.
be-
It's over.
Yeah. Yeah, he's locked in with Sierra.
Yeah.
I mean, I even saw him at the Pro Bowl last year. It's just like everybody else was like, "Oh, my family's here." He was like taking pictures with his kids. It was just like, all right, bro. He's like complete dad mode out here. We do have some super chats to get to.
Super chats, baby.
Jam John dropped a $20 super chat, and he's kind of calling you out. He said, "Much love on a previous unnamed talk show. Y'all discussed which rookie quarterback in the NFC North had the most pressure on him this season. Love, Ward, or McCarthy." I'm assuming that's just Acho said it was McCarthy. Thoughts 7 weeks through the season
On who?
on JJ McCarthy. I'm assuming. Yeah.
You can't. He's nothing to think about.
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah,
to think
nah.
about. He ain't played, and he ain't played. And when he did play, he didn't really change our lives. He had that one game. He came back. It may have been against the Chicago Bears.
It was the Bears week 1.
Yeah,
And
he
that was a bad game. He
That was
just
a bad
played
had a
game.
great
him.
last quarter.
fourth
Yeah.
quarter.
Had a great last quarter.
Yeah.
JJ, I can't even talk about JJ. He
Yeah.
need to get right because if Carson Wentz ends up starting over him, what were you even talking about?
Yeah, I guess. Maybe I didn't really understand the question. You might have to specify in the comments. But we had a $5 super chat also from Dominic Scott. Said Mike McDonald should have been Harbaugh's successor. Now the Ravens messed up and Seattle seeing the benefits from their mistake.
I can't agree with that.
Me neither.
We'll address that. I can't agree with that. Like,
Yeah.
who is to say that Mike McDonald is a Super Bowl winning caliber coach?
Not even that. Successor. Damn, you think Harbaugh about to retire anytime soon from
Yeah.
coaching?
Yeah.
And so what? Mike McDonald not going to sit around for 15,
Correct.
20
You were going
years
to fire
waiting.
him to hire someone that he just hired
Correct.
at that point. You know, it wasn't like a McCarthy and Schottenheimer type
Correct.
situation. It wasn't going to be like that.